Alright. Let's get this thing started, shall we? Alright, jump scare warning, 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 jump scare warning. I'm queuing this up, making sure this is ready to go. Yeah. We're eating it straight from the bowl. Because I just got home and freaking tired of shit. But good news, we're gonna play Fortnite later. So, anyways. Alright. Where do I put this? You'll scooch, won't you? Alright, people. Hello and welcome back. We're kind of gonna just do a quick stream, sports-wise, and then we're just gonna get into it because I'm just so tired, man. I'm getting home. I'm tired. I want to decompress. I just want to chill and play games. And so, yeah. And I'm in my feelings too. You ever get in your feelings? Ooh, Team USA Olympic. Why we're monitoring these 11 players. Yeah, we all know this is not what the 11 is going to be. We all know LeBron's going to be there. LeBron, KD, Curry. It's going to be the same guys that was there last time. Embiid. Who do they got though? Let's go look. Let's go look. Why not? Let's take a little look. See. Anybody watch the WNBA? Am I missing anything? Oh, I'm not. Oh, okay. Then we won't look at it. We won't look at it. No, I'm teasing. All right, here we go. Of course, they'd be stupid not to have Brunson there. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. I could see it. Bench player. Of course. Duh. Was he even in consideration to go to the Olympics? I don't think he even was. Whoa. What the? No. They're not gonna let second. Oh, now they want to give some love to Derek White. Alright, and that's it. Donovan Mitchell, I can see, yeah. Donovan Mitchell, LeBron James, Jalen Brunson, Curry. I don't know if Kawhi Leonard would go, but I think he would. Jimmy Butler. I think Jimmy Butler might get a chance. Jason Tatum, they're going to put Jason Tatum in there. Curry. Maybe even Klay Thompson. Let's look at Team USA. Team USA basketball roster. Because there was the D team as well. Like, your... the backups that went, that were like practice guys, like Cooper Flag went. Yeah, Anthony Edwards, where Tyrese Halliburton, of course. Yeah, LeBron, Steph. He'll be back. Oh, I don't know about this one. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because it's like, you're the old toy. Who's the new toy? Who's Andy's new toy? Where it's like the new and improved. Where would they put Jalen Brunson in over Devin Booker every day of the week, bro? Like, that is, yeah. I don't know about AD. They'd probably replace AD with Bam. Anthony Edwards is in. Oh, well, there's Bam. Drew Holiday, same thing. Where they're putting what they send Chet, maybe like a Donovan Mitchell type. I could see that. Then Tyrese, then Derek White. I don't know. I have a feeling a lot of these guys would return. A lot of them would. And then there was the who is the practice squad? Practice squad. Like who's everybody that went over there? Yeah, Cooper Flag. Yeah. Because he was there, and people were like freaking out, and it's like, no, you don't get it. Like they weren't actually playing, and they weren't going to play. These were just bodies on the court to help Team USA guys train. I think Cooper Flag could jump up, but other than that, unless Hawkins has a breakout year, unless Pritchard has a breakout year, same with Jabari or Jalen Suggs or any of them. Like it has to be to a point of conversation where it's like they would be stupid not to put you on the court. Which, like, again, like Klay Thompson, Jalen Brunson, Cat. I think he'd be replaced by Cat. I could see that. Jimmy Butler. Who else? Who else is Kevin Love? I don't think Kevin Love. Well, Kevin Love's retired, but I don't think Kevin Love ever went, even in his prime and heyday. Anyways, all right, enough of me yapping. Let's keep going. Let's keep it going. How you doing? Keep it moving. We'll see what develops with this. Buffalo. Send him to Buffalo. Everybody's going to Buffalo. This is going to linger. This is going to linger until they send him the extension. Because they'd be stupid not to pay him. Indiana to repeat. No, that ain't happening. All right, speaking of, while we get to college football, let's jump into it, because here's another reason why I wanted to make this video and make this stream, but do it real quick, because of just how late it is and how tired I am, and just, bro, like, freaking, yeah. All right, let's get into it. The Odyssey, who am I thinking of? Oh, here we go. Because this became a topic of discussion. No. Don't hide it. Show us what the jersey's going to look like this year. Don't hide it. Come on, where is it? It's taking forever. Boom. There it is, guys. There it is. There it freaking is. Because I was actually looking, and I was like, what? Like, because it came across my feed, and I was like, no freaking way. And then just like a tidal wave, it's like, this team has done this. And like, for example, Notre Dame's bro. Look how just, I mean, bro, like, you can't like blend it in and like make it look nice. No, it has to be the white square, white backdrop. Like, bro, I am so, it's tacky. I don't know if I'm allowed to show that, so I'll scroll down. First, just spit in our face and change the logo. Let's get that out of the way. First, you change the logo and disrespect, because the logo is badass. The logo. Oh, I see. We already have some videos out. Because it's like, for hell's sakes, the bowl games already are like, it's the Capital One Orange Bowl. Like, that's what it's called. It's not what. Yeah, okay, yeah, I call it the Orange Bowl here and there, but yeah, it's the Capital One Orange Bowl. It always has been. The Tostitos Fiesta Bowl. Which now I think it's like the PlayStation. No, it's like the Vizio, something like that. Allstate. Sugar Bowl. You know, like we know this. Like there's been sponsorships, like which I'm even to the point where it's like, dude, I don't even give a damn if you put a huge SoFi, huge. Oh wait, I should probably not shop. My bad, yeah. I like put even if you want to have a huge ass SoFi logo on the field, like I'm fine with that. Don't put freaking logos on the jerseys. It looks so tacky. It looks tacky. It looks bad. It looks like you go throughout. Okay, we were looking at Texas versus Oklahoma. Was it? No, it was USC. Okay, one of the most iconic football games of all time. Of all time. What's one thing you notice here? Clean jerseys. The only sponsorship is the Rose Bowl. The Rose Bowl patch. You've got your NCAA patch, which notice how they've just gotten rid of the NCAA patch? They're like, yeah, whatever. Whatever. Because only time will tell. Excuse me. Only time will tell before the NCAA, before college football breaks off from the NCAA. Because watch this. If Alabama, because they've just thrown Alabama in it, but who was first? Oregon or Washington? It was either Texas and Oklahoma or Oregon and Washington. I can't remember which one was technically first, but let's think about where we were 3 years ago. Or maybe even 3.5 years ago with college football. Texas and Oklahoma or Washington and Oregon. One of those teams, I can't remember which one it was first. They decided we're going to leave our conference and go to bigger and better things, which, truthfully, I think with exactly where the conferences were, they were perfect. Perfect. Down to the last minute. No. But they were perfect. And I think what college football needed was the expansion. I've been floating with the 8 team a lot more than the 12 team. But that's what this is going to turn into. This is going to turn into every jersey has a sponsor. It's going to turn into a 24-team playoff. Teams 25, 26, and 27 are going to be bitching about not getting in. And it's like, you guys have 4 losses. Don't you understand you have 4 losses? And then you let a 3-win team take you to double overtime before you barely won. You don't deserve to be in the playoff. Plus, nobody wants to watch you go play at a neutral site against Texas or USC or Notre Dame and get your ass beat. Nobody wants to watch that. Okay? But I bring up these photos, or we can go to versus Ohio State, a classic, one of the classics. Hey, you guys notice anything other than average quarterback play? Okay, we go to that one. Okay, we go to that one. Ooh, what about one of the most iconic games in its rivalry? You guys notice anything about? You guys see any glaring sponsorship ads other than your Nikes, of course, because Nike's clean. Because there's the other thing: if these logos, again, like SoFi, for example, if they could just, for example, like, let's do something here real quick. Again, walk with me here. Let's do some things. Notre Dame jersey, because it's been the talk of the town in college football. If they would just leave this, it would probably actually look a lot better. Because there's the thing when you look at like Adidas or Under Armour, or like if it's a logo, an actual logo, like text font isn't a logo. It's not. That is not a logo. That's words. If they took that away and just left that, I'd be a little different about it, and I'd be like, all right, it's not too distracting. And truthfully, when you watch the games, they're gonna blend in, and it's gonna blend in, and it's not gonna be too distracting. But like, just jersey patches over the years. Again, the Big Ten, it fits in. The Nike, the Ohio State emblem right there in the middle. Jersey patches, like, they blend in over the years. Even hell, who was let's go back to 20. There were a couple years where, like, even some of the coolest, like the SEC patches there, when Notre Dame put the ACC patch on, their rally patch, like, that wasn't too distracting. Like, it was away and out of the corner. Just like when you have, for example, like the 150 patch. Oh, the 150 patch was beautiful. It was beautiful. Like, it looked good. Yeah, I don't know, man. Even down to, like, the SEC itself, like, it's a red patch. It's a red patch, like, it blends in. If it was the other way around, where it'd be a white patch with red, it like it just to stand out more, to catch the eye more. It just, I don't know, man. Again, you got your patches, but they blend in because it looks good on the jersey. You got the Adidas logo, which maybe people are like, Adidas, what an eyesore. Like, look at all the patches on this jersey, but it still looks better. It still looks better. I wanted to get on here and rant real quick. What happened to the game I love? They're just like, college football is not the same as what it was. Which, like, we've known this, and like people would blame. Here's the thing, like, people would blame, and they'd go, "Oh, this all started in 2021," or "Oh, this all started in 2022," and they'd blame the transfer portal for sponsorships on jerseys. And it's like, I would actually blame athletic directors. I would blame the, like, because here, okay, look at this. For example, again, continue to walk with me. Big 12, Monster energy patch, because this has kind of been the talk of the town, and people are kind of joking about it. If all Big 12 teams, for example, let's do like Monster Energy. Well, I gotta be careful here. Hold on. Let's see. Okay. Gotta just make sure nothing stupid pops up. Can I get a proofread here? Okay. So even, like, if we're to the corporate greed level of, like, you want every single Big 12 team, because this is going to look distracting. This is going to look distracting. As cool as it is, because it's the monster logo, it's distracting as hell, because the green does not contrast well with the deep Mountaineers blue and yellow. It doesn't. Or the K-State purple. Like, it doesn't look good. So, like, if you want Arizona State, it's like, Arizona State, for your practice helmet, we need you to wear this one. You know, fine. It's like, sure, okay. Like, you want to have, for example, because SoFi is Notre Dame's, it's like, if you want to just have a white helmet with SoFi on the side and have that be the practice helmet, sure, go ahead. I don't give a shit. But it's like, the actual what we see on Saturdays, it's like, come on, bro. Alright, enough of me yapping. Which we saw this, because it's like, hell yeah, baby. Which that looks silly. Which I don't think BYU would put. Here's the other thing too. I'm fine with this, and the reason why I'm fine with this is the logo looks fine, and Mahomes also donates to the program itself. Like, if a former alum wants to come in, like, for example, with BYU, if Jimmer Fredette's like, yeah, let me contribute millions and millions of dollars to the football program. I don't think Jimmer Fredette has a logo, does he? Jimmer Fredette logo? No, not like, this would look super distracting. What about Jimmer Fredette's signature? Signature. Okay. So, take this signature that he has. All right. Now, Vikings had There was one game where they yes, don't do this. Do not do this. Don't do the big white block, but take the signature and outline it in the ways of take this signature and have the text be white, and then the outer rim of it, the highlights be blue, or switch it, inverse it. Don't like have it blend into the jersey instead of here's a block. It just looks so bad. It looks so bad. Because that would look normal. Somewhat. Again, not a fan of jerseys on the patches. It's going to get to a point where because that was kind of the last cool thing about college football. Like legit, that was the last cool thing about college football is they didn't mess around with when it got to bowl games, you did start to see logos on the field and like what were some of the photo. There we go. Not they kept it pure. Never mind. They kept it just Miami. There was one year. Oregon. Let's do Oregon versus Indiana field. No, they kept the Peach Bowl clean. What about right? No, that's a semifinal. There was one year. Was it Georgia? Maybe it was Georgia Bama. Hold on, let me check Georgia Bama 2022. No, that says Indianapolis. Which, by the way, they should never go back to Indianapolis again. Like, that looks bad. The blocked, choppy, it looks bad. Man, I could have sworn there was one year where they had the national championship, but then underneath it there was a company. There was a company logo. Oh my gosh, am I getting got? Maybe. Holy shit! You know what it is? It was probably there, but it was okay. This took me forever. Okay, so when you're watching NHL, wait. It took me a while to realize this. Oh, well, this ain't gonna. Hold on, let me pull up. Jarvis, can you pull up right away, sir? Hold on, let me pull up. Let me show you what I'm thinking about here. What was the last? Yeah, game 6. Game 6 Hurricanes. All right, let me show you something here. Let me show you what I'm thinking about. First, we gotta have our sports betting promo ad first. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Download, use code right now to get 30 back. Okay, here we go. Pause. Oh my gosh, I fast forwarded only like 20 seconds and it's throwing another ad in my face. Okay, stop. Okay, here we go. Let's get into it. All right, right here. We are playing hockey. They were complaining about, and again, I think if the fans get loud, they'll win eventually in the end if they complain about it enough. Because how many times have we seen, realistically speaking, I think when the Lakers were in the finals back in like 2008 or 9, I think realistically that was the last time the NBA Finals logo was on the court or something like that. And then it went to the cursive calligraphy. I believe that's the word. If not, sorry. Um, but which even the cursive finals had just aura of itself and it looked fine. But like with the NBA finals, we saw it in Cleveland. Cleveland had their own different kind of court and they styled their own court their own way for the NBA finals. Um, but then the the point that I'm trying to make here is it got to the level right after the bubble where the finals logo was off the court, the Larry O'Brien trophy was off the court, and it was just printed on. Like there was a graphic, kind of like this, where the boards, this isn't what the boards look like. The Chipotle that's sitting right there, the Chipotle is actually, yes, on the ice. But like every so often, it always changes. And then like up here high on the glass behind, like it had the America 250 logo for the whole thing, which I've already gone over my thoughts and reactions where they could have tidied up the logo and made it look a little, again, cursive E to fit instead of one jersey fits all. Because here's the thing, spoiler alert, people, we are still in year 250. Those logos are going to be on the World Series jerseys. They are. Um, but again, like the cursive of how the 250 would have looked better than the bulky. Again, that's just me. But yeah, the logo that was shown behind the glass, if you put that logo like on the back here over their names, that would have looked cool. Just like a little nice touch. Or if you want to stars and stripes the collar, like limited edition. Because again, if we're talking about sales, making money, and like, oh, get this limited edition, how sick would it be where the Carolina Hurricanes jersey is the exact same? Leave it how it is. Leave the Vegas Gold jersey exactly how it is. But change up just the collar to be stripes, like red, white, and blue, red, white, and blue. And then on the back of the neck, have the 250 logo. It could be a collector's item or something if you're in the mood of making money. Because here's the thing. You want to know what separates a Vegas Golden Knights jersey and a Stanley Cup Vegas Golden Knights jersey? A $20 patch. That's it. Which, by the way, these Vegas fans probably have the 23 patch already on their jersey. So you made no money there. So again, that's me just spitballing here. But the only reason why I bring this up is maybe for this national championship or this bowl game that I'm thinking of where it's like I could have swore I saw like, you know, Liberty, with the little Statue of Liberty logo or something, or some, what's the Pacific Life like with the whale or something? Because I've seen that logo on it. It's like I swear I have seen that logo on the field right above the 50-yard line, and it's like if it was one of those graphic things that they put in there, it's like nice touch because obviously it fooled me. It fooled me. Which in fact I remember one time. Okay, let's go to one more thing. Let me show you one more thing. Let's go Dodgers Blue Jays game 7. There was one thing that I caught this right away, and I was, guys, we gotta play an ad real quick. Hold on. Oh, this pisses me off. Well, this one's for mac and cheese. It's fine. Oh. No way, is that a Feastable? No. Even even the State Farm logo looks better. Because, excuse me, sorry. Eating and talking, not a good thing. Because this is what the funny thing is when they put patches on jerseys, they pick the ugliest logo to use. Like, yeah, the 3 State Farm, their logo's red too. It would have fit on the Ohio State Buckeye jersey a whole lot better. All right. Let's fast forward. a little too. Don't even get me started. Oh, more mac and cheese. Guys, get your mac and cheese. While I, stall for time, don't even get me started on the helmets. Like, that's one thing that has pissed me off about sports. The fact that they've taken the team logo. The only one that looks good, is the Oreo helmets for the Toronto Maple Leafs. That's the only one that looks good. Because, like, Oreo's blue is kind of the same as the Toronto Blue Jay. No, not Toronto Blue Jays. Maple Leafs blue. So, like, they have cursive Oreo on the side. It actually looks good because it works. But then when you have, like, contrast colors like red and blue, that doesn't look good together. All right, let me fast forward just a titch here, which hopefully. All right, pause. Okay, I was arguing with my uncle one time because these would change in the back. Things like, no, they're the same. And then one time, because like it cut away to commercial and then it cut back and then it was a different one. And I was like, see, because he was like, no, they have like a Rolodex in there. It's like the same 3 or 4 ads. And then one time it showed the green screen and then it's like, boom, see, and then it's like, oh damn, yeah, you're right. Which my favorite, and if you want to talk about brands and sponsorships, again, do cool brands, but like, I watched a baseball game one time. No, no, come on. It's not working. One time, actually, let me pull up my phone. I got it right here. Give me 2 seconds. Let me pull it up. Chat, did you clip that right? Chat. While I look for this photo, I'm gonna pull up the chat and I'm gonna look at you guys's. Okay, this is not Photoshop. I swear, this is not Photoshop because I was watching some opening day baseball. I was watching some opening day baseball at work, and look at this badass logo on the mound. Okay, let's make sure it comes through and it's focused. Yeah, look at that. Freaking Baja Blast on the mound. That's funny. And like that, it's like, okay, yeah, that looks cool. Now it's angled terribly and it sticks out like a sore thumb a little bit, but like, just, yeah, I wanted to make a video, but again, with how late it is, I just thought I'd hop on a stream, talk about a few things, and then make some, humorous, satirical, if that's the comedic informative type videos on sponsorship patches, because I believe all of the Big Ten teams, which teams patches? College football. Notre Dame, LSU, and Ohio State. Okay, well maybe it's just them. All right. I could have sworn Arkansas has got one. Kansas and North Dakota State have one. Okay. Like if there's one where, like for example, Texas, what's one of the most known? Hell, even in and out looks fine. If you want to just put the arrow, because we know what the in and out arrow is. If you want to just put the arrow and leave the text out, that's fine. Like have the Big Ten. Okay. Again, I've said that brand sponsorship patches look tacky as hell sometimes. If you want to have the in and out and you replace the in and out text with the Big Ten logo, I'm on board. And actually, there's parts of me where I think that would do numbers. Because eventually, this is the problem. Is eventually college football will look like this, and it'll be bad. And that is not like, I know Raising Cane's wouldn't put their jersey, but like the red does not mix well with it doesn't, man. I mean, if one team wants to be bold and brave enough and put the Apple logo on it, make the Apple logo that team's colors. If Florida wants to put there's the other thing too. If you want to put like Gatorade or Powerade or like any of those logos on your jersey, okay, that's fine, because it's a sports energy drink. Like, I'd understand a sports energy drink or a sports energy food. But like, you kind of gotta, be cautious there, because you could run into, Feastables, and it's like, no, get that off the. But yeah, this would be funny as hell if they would do that. Which, dude, I'm all down for the Trojan Bowl, man. Have the Spartans and the Trojans play in a yearly matchup. Call it the Trojan Bowl, man. I'm down with that, man. Because again, play into the joke. If you guys are all about sponsorships and ads, play into the joke. Sell condoms at the yeah, I'm just so done with, like, and of course it's, see, this one blends in fine. The Tyson's Foods, it blends in fine. Like, it's not too much of a distraction and an eyesore. Because truthfully too, like, some of them, and that's kind of funny. There was one. Let me show you the Oreo. See how that just looks good. That looks normal. It looks okay. My bad. I thought it was. It's that. That's where the cursive is. Which, that's not too much of an eyesore. That doesn't stand out. But then when you go to Panthers, which I do think LaCroix is gross. I've tried LaCroix many times. I think it's very gross. Oh, it's not there anymore. It's something else. But like, yeah, the year LaCroix was the sponsor, it was just big and in bold and oh, it ain't there. Because that's the funny thing, is on the ice they will wear the patch, but when they sell the jersey to you, NHL, they ain't giving away free advertising, and so they take the patch off, and it's like, huh? Why can't it be the So, anyways. All right, let's take a little look. See, I've talked a lot. I feel like, again, this stream's gone longer than I thought it would. Jersey patches. Harbaugh's first press conference with the Giants, not going that well. You guys are part of the New York Giants. I liked the Pat McAfee show, which the joke was like, oh yeah, when he woke up that morning, like, I think it was Boston Connor talking about, like, yeah, his wife had to remind him, no, you're going to the New, because it's like, bye babe, I'm off to Ravens camp, and then she's like, New York, you gotta say New York. And so it was him reminding himself, yeah, we are the New York Giants. So it was just funny. It was funny. Nothing going on in baseball. It shocks nobody. Yeah, we're in the dog days. Dude, we are in the dog days of sports, man. Where, unless you are a huge avid baseball fan, there ain't nothing to watch right now. Alright. Enough of me yapping. Enough of me yapping. Thought I'd hop on real quick, talk about that. Try to keep it, keep it quick. Nothing really too much going on with college football. Just the media day stuff, but it's like, as Nick Saban said, rat poison. Rat poison. I just hope. Yeah, that was like kind of the last thing too about college football. Not the purity of it, but just the aura of, we know eventually the NFL, there's going to be patches on the NFL jerseys. Because like you think about it and you think about sports, it's like NASCAR, there's sponsors and stuff all over the cars. But like MLB, jersey patches, NHL, jersey patches. Soccer, the big jersey right there on the front. But like we've been used to it because they have had sponsored jerseys since the 80s and the 90s. But like every single league has gotten into that where it's just kind of like it ruins the value of the jersey. Like you look back at the old days and in the old NBA, because I was talking about like the fans complained enough that they brought the Larry O'Brien trophy and put it back on the NBA court for the first time, because it's like you go look at old photos of like the Bad Boy Pistons when Shaq was, with Kobe on the Lakers, and it's like just the aura of like photos and the nostalgia, if you want to call it that, of like jumping in that time capsule of watching those sports. Nothing's gonna make an era of sports stick out more like a sore thumb in 50, 60 years when it's like there's Mr. Beast's logo on, Alabama's jerseys or something stupid like that. Like that will, and it'll be a phase where it'll come and go, but like just because it looks so tacky. It looks so tacky. Again, if you want to name the sports field, this is the Arizona State Monster Energy sponsored football field, and have the Monster Energy on the practice gear and all that. Sure, whatever, go crazy. But like when it comes to like game time, and you're putting on, get it out. All right, it's late. It's late. I've yapped too much. Do we? Nah, fetch it. We'll run 2 rounds. Yeah, let's do 2 or 3 rounds. All right, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop yapping. I wanted to stream. I didn't want to stream tonight, but I thought I'd do one real quick because dude, I'm tired, and just this night was, yeah. You ever ran into the old huzz before? Yeah, got you feeling some type of way. Alright, let me cue this up. Look at that. Bingo! Look at that. Don't that look good? And then we'll have that there. We'll fix that in a second. So, I'll be right back.